Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cara Dunaway and I'm so happy to have you here. For today's video, I have a few new drugstore slash affordable products that I want to try out. One of the products is brand new. The other ones are not new to the market, but they're just new to me that I'm excited to try out. So if you are interested, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications, like, comment, do all the good stuff. I would really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get started. So I just have a few new things that I found that I really wanted to try out in today's video. The first is I have a liquid blush that I found that I want to try out that kind of scares me a little bit, but also kind of excites me just because of how bold the color is. So we will get into that later. I have a lipstick from Essence, which is a ridiculously affordable brand that you can find at Ulta. And I found this shade that I'm really excited to try. And the last thing I have to try out today is a new eyeshadow palette, actually from Colourpop. It is the Wanna Bee Palette. And first of all, the packaging is so adorable on this. Here's what the eyeshadow palette looks like, and I saw this actually on Instagram, and when I saw it, it just really spoke to me. So I did find it at my local Ulta, and I can't wait to put this on my eyes. So I think first I'm going to start out with the face, and then we'll do the eyes after that. So to prime, I'm going to use this little Porefessional primer from Benefit. This is the Hydrate Primer. And I got this one in my last Ipsy bag and really enjoyed it. So we're going to try it out again. For my foundation, I'm going to use my YENSA Skin on Skin BC foundation. And this is also one that I got in an Ipsy bag a few or so months ago. I'm just going to dot this all over the face. So it's finally not Christmas at my house anymore. I finally decided to take my tree down, which was sad. But also I'm kind of ready just to move on with the year. But this year has already felt like it's been crazy. I feel like I'm losing my marbles, honestly. The new year has already brought a lot of stuff that I didn't really expect. I'm going to use my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer. First of all, let's talk about the hair. Please don't judge me for my hair. I'm the worst when it comes to hair. I just do not enjoy doing it. I'm in like a really weird hair stage right now. I mentioned in some other videos that I was losing a ton of hair due to stress and anxiety and things. And it's growing back. I started actually taking some biotin and it hasn't been falling out as much. And now it's growing back and it's just all these little hairs that just poke up everywhere. And it's just absolutely crazy. But at least I'm glad, I'm glad it's not falling out anymore because, well, it still falls out, but I'm glad it's not falling out at the rate it was before because that was really scary. I feel like I can't do much with it though because it's just in a weird stage of length and growth and I don't know. I'm going to go in and set that with my number 7 powder. All right, I'm already feeling so much better about how I look. It was a little scary there before we put anything on the face. I'm going to go in and do some cream bronzing. This is from Milk Makeup. I don't know about y'all though, but this year has kind of started out a little bit harder for me than I expected. The kids have been sick for a lot of the Christmas vacation break, I guess, and so that wasn't fun. And then for some reason, for like the first few days of January, felt anxiety like I have never felt it before, and it was not fun. I really don't know like what was going on, but it was an awful feeling, and it still comes occasionally. It will just hit me at random times for like no reason. And so it's kind of just thrown off my schedule, my mood, and it's just kind of making life a little bit harder. Okay, now comes the scary part. I'm gonna go in with this cheek tint from NYX. This one's in the shade Showgirl. And I don't know why, but when I first opened it, I thought it was gonna be like a squeezy tube, but it's actually a doe foot applicator, and it's a really like kind of bright pinky plum color. So I'm just gonna take one dot to start. And then I'm just gonna take this clean flat brush and just start patting that out. And hope I can blend it out nicely. I've been wanting to try kind of a more bold blush. You know, I've seen a lot of like purple blushes and stuff going around social media, and they looked really pretty. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, we're gonna try it. And it is really pretty. It is very bold, I will say that. I am gonna run my foundation brush just lightly over the top. I think it's pretty though. It's definitely different for me. So I like to try different and kind of more bold things. So I think it's kind of fun. I think it's really pretty. We'll see how it looks at the end when we're all done with everything. I'm gonna throw on some liquid highlight. This one's from the brand About Face, and it's in the shade Fight or Flight. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Just tap that out with my finger again. I just tapped the excess that was on my finger, just on the tip of my nose. All right, now on to the part I've been looking forward to. We're gonna jump into this eyeshadow palette. Like I said, this is the Wanna Bee eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. I think you guys know by now that I am a fan of Colourpop eyeshadow palettes. I actually am just a fan of eyeshadow palettes in general. It's kind of one of my weaknesses when it comes to makeup. I think I want to start with this shade right here, which is called Pollen for You. I'm going to use that in the crease. This shade actually is coming off a lot more yellow than I thought it would. Like in here, it looks like it's more of a like light brown, but when I apply it, it looks definitely more yellow. It's pretty though. There is a lot of kickback when I dip my brush in there, so just be aware of that, but it's blending out nicely. I have yet to try a Colourpop eyeshadow palette that didn't work nicely for me. Well, I mentioned to you guys in my December makeup therapy video that one of my goals for the new year was to try to be more present on my social media. And that didn't happen the first week and a half of January. I'm kind of bummed about it because you set a goal in your mind and then you're already failing the first week of the year. Like, that's just kind of a little bit discouraging. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up. I'm still gonna work on it. I still want good things to happen for my YouTube channel, for my Instagram. So I'm definitely going to still work on that. I kind of want to dip into this shade here, which is called Buzzed. I want to just deepen up the crease a little bit. Also a very pretty shade. Another thing that's happened and has kind of just completely thrown me off is my husband's shift changed at work. So before he was working a day shift on the weekdays, now he's working a night shift on the weekends. That has just completely thrown off my schedule, kind of the things that I was doing while he was working his previous shift. So I'm learning how to adjust, and I'm trying to find a new schedule for the things that I want to do, like working on my YouTube channel. So I appreciate you guys being patient while I try to figure out again what's going to work for me and the things that I want to accomplish. I'm going to dive into the deep shade here, which is Beezy. I'm not exactly sure what color it's going to be. Like in the pan, it kind of looks like, it looks like really dark brown, but almost a little bit purpley. So I'm really interested to see what it looks like all over the lid. I'm gonna apply it all over the lid and see what it looks like. I kind of want to go for a little bit more smoky look with this shade. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's really pretty. To me, it looks more brown once I apply it to the lid. So I think I'm going to keep my same uploading schedule for my videos. I just need to figure out a good time to film them. My eyelids feel so dry. This weather is just killing me. Although it was kind of crazy because we've had really cold weather here in Utah. Like, we've been in the teens a lot of days. We had like a couple days last week. One of the days we almost hit 60 degrees. It was crazy. I'm gonna build this one up just a little bit more. My skin cannot keep up with the weather changing. I'm gonna go back to my second brush and just try to blend out the edge of that dark shade. So my schedule is kind of hard because with my husband working night shift, like normally when I would be filming is like the middle of the day after I put the little one down for a nap, I would try to film my videos. But a lot of the times now, like, my husband is either sleeping or he's just waking up and like getting ready for the day. So I'm filming a lot later than like I normally would. That's okay though. I'm gonna figure it out. It'll be fine. And then once I figure it out, his schedule will change again. And we'll have to refigure it out. And that's okay. Okay, I really want to dip into these shimmers in here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to decide between these two shades here. And I think I'm gonna go with this shade, which is Sweet Much. It's just a yellowy shimmer. I'm gonna pop that in the middle. Then I'll just kind of blend out the edges. I kind of lost that shade, so I'm gonna add a little bit more back on. All right, let me work on the lower lash line by taking the dark shade again. I'm just gonna work this right along the lash line. Let me take my concealer brush and try to clean that up a little bit. I didn't get a great blend on this part of the eyelid, but I think a large part of that is because my eyelids are just so dry. I'm having a hard time blending eyeshadow on them because I just don't have a nice smooth lid. Now that I've laid that dark shade down, I'm going to go back into Buzzed right here, and I'm going to use that to just kind of smudge that out a little bit. I'm going to use my Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in the waterline. Next, let's throw on some mascara. I'm going to use my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes first though. Okay, before we move on to brows, I just wanted to let you guys know, I really love this eyeshadow palette. I really love the shades. They were really easy to work with. I'm not in love with the look that I created with it, so that's kind of bumming me out. I mean, the look is okay, but I really want to play around with this some more, and I think I'm gonna do that. So check out my Instagram because I will, like I said, play around with this palette a little bit more and maybe show you guys some of the things that I come up with there. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, it is Cara_Dunaway_beauty. And I would love to have you guys follow me on Instagram. And I'm also on Facebook too. So yeah, anyway, really nice palette. And I think it will be really fun to mess around with. Okay, for brows, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I'm just going to go in and quickly fill in the brows. I'll be right back. And the brows are filled in. Let's go ahead and jump into finish off the face. I'm going to bronze with this bronzer palette from Ace Beauté. This is the Bronze in Paradise palette. It comes with 4 different shades, but I'm probably just going to take either the lighter one, possibly mix the two, and just use this to warm up the face. For my blush, I'm going to use this palette from BH Cosmetics. This is the Vanilla Cream Truffle palette. Comes with 4 different blushes, and I might just mix all 4 of them and apply that over the liquid blush that I used earlier. I'm going to highlight with my Ofra highlighter in the shade Star Island. My goodness, I am really just feeling off my game. I feel off like with everything too. It's crazy with just life, with makeup, with, I don't know, like I just need to get back to feeling confident. And yeah, I'm honestly like not feeling that inspired either. So let me know if you guys are feeling the same way I am. I'm just in a funk and need to get out of it ASAP. I like doing these videos though because it really does help with my anxiety. It helps with my stress. It gives me something else to think about, and it gives me something to do and keeps my mind off of some of the other things that are running around in my brain. So I really like taking the opportunity to use these videos as therapy and, you know, kind of just as my journal, I guess you would say. You know, I can take this time to talk about things in my life, things that are bothering me, things that are going well, you know, everything, again, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So I appreciate you guys watching and being here with me because this really is therapeutic for me. I'm going to set my face and then we'll do the lips. I'm going to use my Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. For lip liner, I'm going to use my tiny little Milani Color Statement lip liner in the shade Nude. This one is used and loved. All right, and then we're gonna throw on this lipstick from Essence. This is their semi-matte lipstick, and this one's in the shade Freaky. Here's what it looks like. I've never tried Essence lipsticks before. Like I said, they are ridiculously affordable. I think their lipsticks were either $2.99 or $3.99. It's a really pretty shade. Feels comfortable. Obviously, I don't know how it's gonna wear, but so far off of the first impression, I really actually like this little lipstick. I picked up a couple shades, but yeah, I think it's really nice. I'm gonna top it off with some gloss. I'm gonna use my Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. This one's just the clear one. I'm really sad because I don't know if they're selling these anymore. Ulta had them on clearance when I went, but there was none there. They were all gone. And they no longer show up on the app for Ulta. So I don't know if these are still going to be around. I need to check and see if they sell them on Essence website. But either way, it's one of my favorites and I hope they still do because I know a lot of people love those lip glosses. All right, well, here is the final look. I really liked all the products that I used, the few new products that I picked up that I tried out. Again, I want to play around more with the eyeshadow palette and create something maybe a little bit more inspired, but the shades are beautiful. It performed really well. I have no complaints about the palette itself. The blush also is really pretty, something I'll need to play around with. You know, I like to get new makeup, but it usually takes me some time to use it and get used to how it performs and the formulas and things like that. So that's one thing that I really love about makeup, is just learning how to use new products and trying out new things. And then so far, love the lipstick, no complaints here. And for the price, really no complaints. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. Again, please subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and follow me on Instagram. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.